Welcome back to the channel, and today the idea is simple. I want to create an instant braking system for a fast-moving car. Now, this is going to be something completely impractical, and it's probably going to destroy the creation, but I think the fun is going to be trying to perhaps engineer it to not destroy the creation. But the idea is simple. We're going to drive a car very, very fast, and then we're going to take an anchor block and push it into the ground. And I think it should cause a catastrophic failure in the whole system and damage something in the vehicle. If it doesn't, that's going to be impressive. It'll definitely be a brake that is not safe at all for the driver, because the G-forces you experience, these things just instantly and permanently grab to whatever they touch. So it's gonna be like hitting a wall. But I have an idea that I want to try to soften it as well, to see if we can actually get it to be more practical, even though it'll never actually be practical. So let's build a car first that goes fast. All right, I built somewhat of a car here. I tried to optimize the aerodynamics. As far as my speed goes, I think it might be a little bit too heavy or too low to the ground, I guess. I will move the wheels down a little bit. I don't feel good about this working well, though. Oh, you know what? I don't think all my wheels are going in the right direction. That's going forward. That's going backwards. Okay. Maybe I didn't need to do that after all. All right, I'm still awkwardly low to the ground, though. But I can turn without flipping over, and I can go 300. I can go really fast. Okay, goal reached. I can go very, very fast. All right, this is definitely a weird looking car. Not my best. You know, I feel like this back bumper is a little excessive. I feel like that's perfectly fine right there. All right, we got a fast car. It doesn't even have any gyro anything in it. All right, we got the grip king, because we're gonna have all the grip with these anchor blocks, but I actually gotta figure out how to install the anchor block thing now. All right, so you can see this this piston right here. This piston is going to start in the contracted position, and then when we press, oh, that is not the contracted position. Start position 0, please. There we go. Then when we press space, you can see it'll extend an anchor block out to the ground. Oh, well, that's a problem. It doesn't contract fast enough. I start attached to the ground. It's supposed to contract first. All right, well, if I have the speed up. Okay, but then it's going to extend super fast. I kind of wanted it to, like, slowly go down, but maybe we can find a... There we go. It's still pretty fast, but, you know, it's going to work. All right, let's see how it feels. All right, 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, my goodness. That actually worked. Oh, you know what we need? We need to have it detachable. All right, now I have to destroy the car to make room for this new part. All right, I had to get rid of an engine because attachment points were not working very well. So we might be slightly less fast, but we're still over 300 kilometers an hour. So I press space. I cannot believe that we actually kind of survived that. And if I press E, I can continue going. So you know what? I can make this symmetrical and give myself 2 brakes. These are like emergency, one-time use only, but you get 2 of them, so you get 2 uses. All right, now I'm gonna have a nice system here. So E is going to be the right brake, Q is going to be the left brake. I'm gonna use accumulators to essentially work as like a memory gate to remember if I've engaged the brake at all. So I do E to trigger this accumulator, Q to trigger this accumulator. And then I have an AND gate here. So if this accumulator is active, does it work with and this button is pressed? Then it should trigger the detachable block. Oh no, what? Wait, what is that? Where did that come from? That was like a third. Why is there a third piston? Okay, now there's not a third piston. Anyway, Q. Well, that wasn't supposed to detach. How come when I spawn in though? Oh, okay, third piston's not there anymore. Q. Why does it detach? It's not supposed to detach yet. Let me look at this AND gate. Q. Wait, the AND gate isn't giving an output. The AND gate should be the only thing going into that. That's weird. The AND gate is totally not giving an output. And that AND gate... Where is that third piston coming from? Look, it's in the ground by itself. I'm leaving pistons behind, but there's not a third piston in here, right? All right, this isn't making any sense to me, because you can clearly see that this AND gate now is giving an output when I press Q. But when I press Q the first time, you get... Okay, that time it did give an output. Hold on. When I press Q the first time, if I just tap it, it doesn't. I'm still confused about where this other piston keeps coming from. All right, there we go. And then I press Q again, then it detaches. All right, that time it worked. So Q, and then Q, and then E. Oh, okay. Things are happening. So now I need my other logic gate. This is going to receive an E, but it also has to receive from the E accumulator. All right, so now when I press Q, and then I press Q, and I press E. Okay, well, it's hard to tell if it's working when it just gets destroyed, but I press E, and I press E. Oh, I haven't actually routed the AND gate into the detachable block. All right, now E. All right, well, it's not supposed to do it like that. Why did that happen? Oh, yeah, this needs to be on a delay of 0.5. All right, so E, and then E. There we go. I just had to delay the accumulator a little bit because they were happening as I was pressing the button, which meant that the AND gate was actually instantaneously receiving both inputs. E, E, Q, Q. So now I used one button to control two separate things. All right, let's go max speed to see what happens. All right, and 3, 2, 1, break. It actually worked flawlessly that time. All right, 3, 2, 1, break. Why is this working so well? I thought there was no way this was gonna work at all. Like, there shouldn't be any way that that works. But that totally works. Too bad it can't. Oh, okay, even when I repair, they respawn in kind of extended. Too bad I can't just infinitely reuse them. Why is this all of a sudden like way more stable? It was exploding a minute ago. All right, I should add some boosters to this thing and see how far we can really push it. See, that's what I was expecting right there. So when it happens though, I am kind of curious. We are going 325 kilometers an hour, and then, oh, we went backwards there a little bit. But from 325 to 0, I think it's pretty much instant, right? Let's try it again. Yeah, that is literally instant. What kind of G-forces we'd be experiencing there? It's kind of weird to think about it as if we're crashing, but it's functionally no different than crashing, because even though we're not hitting a wall, we are instantaneously stopping, and that's essentially what crashing is. That's what makes it dangerous, is stopping very fast. Seatbelts are not very dynamic. They aren't going to cushion your impact very much. They're just going to prevent you from impacting other things. I'm going to do both at the same time, see what happens. Wow, that was actually pretty stable. All right, so we have it where the anchor blocks stop us instantly, as you can see. And I was actually surprised it works, but I had this plan on, I wanted to do the same exact thing. I want to use the anchor blocks as a brake, but I want to kind of imagine it more like one of those, like, what are they called? Like the cable arrestor things on aircraft carriers, where they kind of catch your plane and slow you down very, very quickly, but softly. I want to see if I can use that built into the car. All right, so let's save this for now. All right, I had it in my head on how this was gonna work, and suddenly I forgot everything now that it's time to build it. But you know what, here, I want to delete the car. That's not the delete button, there we go. Actually, I don't want to delete the car. Actually, I do want to delete the car, but I want to keep these just for simplicity so I don't have to reset the settings. All right, so the idea is this extends, and then somehow suspension cushions, or it extends the amount of time we slow down. Now the thing is, the suspension isn't like, it doesn't reverse, it doesn't extend and like cushion an extension. We have to compress it. So I got to think about how to like invert the functionality. Rather than just attaching the suspension to the car like this, I need something else attached to the car that then causes us to pull on this. This is how it goes. Yeah, it's gonna be weird. It's gonna look weird. There's no elegant way to attach this, I don't think. But what we do is this: we are attached to this side, and then this side attaches back to the car. So that when this anchors in, the car is compressing this, if that makes sense. Now that I actually understand how this is working, this isn't that bad. I'm just gonna build it off the car. This actually gets separated from the car. I'm not gonna use these detachable blocks here. I will use 2 of them. That way we can double up the suspension like this. All right, let's just do 5 for now. And I'm gonna use different pieces. Maybe I'll even, I'm gonna use these because we want it to be lighter than pipe pieces. And then this can go back like this. All right, that should cushion it. So now I'll just have both of these on space. Now they aren't gonna detach yet, but this should give us a bit of a cushion. Let's see how it feels in comparison. All right, 3, 2, 1. That didn't work at all. I think I need the arms to be separate just a little bit more. I feel like the arms are grabbing it in a weird way. All right. Whoa. Okay, now you can already see it. Well, it's not supposed to happen when I'm driving. What is the strength? Okay, let's put the stiffness all the way up. There we go. All right, now we can see it start to work though. And go. That didn't work. All right, and go. Okay, now it's just braking. Let's use the big one. We got this a big suspension now. I think this is actually gonna fit well here. Wait, what got detached? Oh, whoops. I deleted all my suspension accidentally. All right, here we go. Now let's see how these things feel. Ironically, the cushioning system is way more deadly than the non-cushioning system. Here, let's try at a slower speed. Let's see if it even functions. I'm just gonna go like 50. Ready? It's just destructive now. It worked like a jackhammer on itself. It is supposed to just like extend the time that we slow down, but it has this weird bounce back effect. This is so weird. Look at that. Look at that. It literally jackhammers itself into oblivion. All right, let me adjust the settings on these. Let's put dampening way up. All right, ready? It's so bad. This was the idea. The idea is bad. It's a bad idea. That time it kind of worked, but it's so much more destructive than just stopping instantly. All right, let me increase the strength, the stiffness. It kind of does the opposite of what it's intended to do. See, it's supposed to like, maybe let's make it a little bit longer. It's supposed to just like slow us down gradually. It seems to add in this reverse, like we're bouncing back stronger, which I feel like would be even worse. All right, I just want like 2 more of these things. All right, there we go. Perfectly normal car. My disappointment is immeasurable. I wonder, let me swap it so that they're on the outside instead of like behind our vehicle. So there's gonna be 2 of them. So like this goes out here. My logic here is that we're not gonna slam back into it. All right, let's see how this feels. Oh, I mean, now we have twice as much suspension though too. All right, let's just go slower, 100 kilometers an hour. All right, that seems a little bit more reasonable. Now when we have the reverse, we're not slamming into the actual system itself, so we're doing less damage to ourselves. It's starting to feel almost like it's working. Oh boy, we're a little bit back heavy now, so we oversteer. Look at this drift. Now what happens? Hey, that worked. That would have been way more survivable than without the suspension. All right, that one, the damage was a little much. Oh, see, that was the perfect example right there. That actually looked reasonable. That looked survivable. If I go too fast though, let's go 200 kilometers an hour. There we go, and go. I think we're gonna lack consistency in these tests. Let's try another 200 kilometer an hour test. All right, we're at 200 and go. All right, 200 seems to be bad. Let's do a couple 100 tests. All right, there's 100. Okay, 100 safe. Let's go 150. There we go. Okay, that kind of sent me, that increased my speed. All right, and 150. Okay, I feel like that one was survivable. So between like 100 and 150, let's try 125. All right, yeah, between 100 and 150 seems to be the safe braking speed. Oh, the back and forth though is a little extreme. Wow, did you see that? We were at like 125 and then after using our brake, we were going 230. When your brake doubles your speed. I mean, this is definitely a braking system unlike anything. Look at that. Now we're going backwards just as fast. Guarantee you've never seen a braking system quite like this before. Now I wonder, oh, that was a good one. I wonder, let's just start expanding. Let's just take it a little bit farther. All right, I've like probably doubled it just about. So now it's just probably gonna drag on the ground. I feel like my braking system now needs wheels. You know what? I'll just add some wheels too. Let's just, all right, our brakes have some wheels now. And, oh, our braking system breaks. Not in the way it was intended. It breaks apart. Yeah, adding more, I don't think it helps. But in theory, it's working as intended. All right, we just need to do a slower test. Let's do 100. All right, there we go, 100. Look at that, so soft, so soft, survivable. I kind of want to see that in first person. All right, here's first person camera, ready? We're going 100 and brake. That felt survivable. From behind a screen where I can't feel any of the G-forces, it was really comfortable. Look at that. Look at that. Could hardly even tell anything crazy just happened. All right, I got an idea though. We gotta bump this up one notch. Let's just add a little bit more thrust to this thing. Oh no, this is ridiculous. All right, we're back over 300. Here we go. And 3, 2, 1. All right, sideways velocity. That brake transitioned us into sideways velocity. All right, I gotta do that again. I love this. This looks so good. This kind of reminds me of like the old school, like Wright brothers style testing of something, like just things that humanity has not explored yet, but like imagining the cost, like the time invested into building this crazy contraption, and then your first test, everything falls apart. So all of the materials, all of the money you invested, all of the time you invested into building this crazy thing, your life's work, and then in an instant, it all gets destroyed and falls apart. And that is prototype number 1. And then you just gotta start all over again. See, that's why I do it in video games, because I can just instantly repair and start over when my stuff fails. Yeah, I don't think this one's gonna get us any success. Whoa! Watching all those truss pieces flipping at the same exact rate was really cool. All right, this is definitely the worst braking system ever invented. Oh, but look at when you do it at slow speeds, like just look at how that looks. You can't argue with that right there. If I was to like do a product demo, I would definitely never show any speeds above 100 kilometers an hour, and I'd just be like, look at how soft of a brake that is. You can just slow yourself down quickly and permanently, because once again, these anchor blocks, they will not detach from the ground. Oh, this is kind of cool, actually. Look at this. Now I kind of want a detachment. It almost feels like I'm winding up for a launch. All right, I just want to do one more test. I got 3 of these rockets on here now. Let's see how fast this can get us. Can we go over 400? No, we got too much air resistance, but we got up to 380 now. This is our top speed, new speed record for instant braking. Well, not instant braking, cushioned braking. And 3, 2, 1. Nailed it. Look at that, we're perfectly healthy, perfectly fine. Nothing to see here. All right, well, this is an idea I've been tossing around in my head for about a week now. Like, I just wanted to use anchor blocks as a braking system and just see if I could use it functionally. And it turns out the best way to use it is kind of the worst way I expected to use it. Like this right here, it just works. I thought that was gonna be way too violent, and theoretically it is much more violent for the driver. But for the collision physics, for the damage to the vehicle, it's actually just way more reliable. So it's just super simple to build an instant braking system. So if you guys have any other crazy experiments you'd like to see in Trailmakers, definitely let me know down in the comments below. And if you guys enjoyed this video, you'll probably enjoy some more you can find right here on the end screen. Hope this video has earned your subscription. Anyway, this has been ScrapMan, and I'll see you next time. Bye.